You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
Happy Friday to you. It is game day. We are coming to you live from right where we like to be, and that's right here in Abilene. Yeah, it's a home volleyball match. It is the home district opener for Wylie Lady Bulldogs volleyball. They've had a whole week, and that's not been good, if you will, but a whole week to stew on an opening night loss. When they started district, it was a week ago, last Friday, starting district on the road at Aledo, and had a little bit of a tough time with a very talented Aledo Bearcat volleyball team. But showed a little promise there in the third set, though did lose the district opener. And then because Wylie plays in an odd-numbered team district, and it's a small one at that, but even if the district was big, perhaps with like 7 teams or 9 teams, if you get an odd number, well, somebody's got to sit out on a given Tuesday or Friday. Of course, they do play volleyball twice a week if you can, Tuesday and Friday, but Wylie drew that district bye. Wylie's district 5 teams, so the other 4 teams played this past Tuesday after Wylie dropped that game against Aledo. And I'm not sure how they're going to come out here, but I do think they've used that week to perhaps get a little bit healthy. I know the team has been injured, but has, in my opinion, been fully healthy for only about a week, and so another week to continue that full health and all the players returning from injuries. And they're ready for district game number 2 here and ready to bounce back. Not anything, or certainly nothing was lost, if you will. Even a district championship, in my opinion, with just 1 district loss, to see if they can square the record up. That's the goal here. Want to get to 1-1 in district play. As I said, 5 teams, and that's 4 other high schools besides Wylie, and you're going to play them just twice. There is sometimes you'll see small districts maybe play each other 3 times in the regular season, but this one just twice, meaning just 8 games, and 1 is already in the books. They're so valuable. Of course, you hate to drop 1, and Wylie would hate to be 0-2. Certainly, that is something Wylie wants to dodge, the 0-2 start, and it's an interesting opponent to try to dodge that 0-2 start against, as we are here in Abilene at Bulldog Gym and ready for District 4 5A volleyball action. Wichita Falls High is in town, and yes, they are still looking for their first district win. They have started 0-2 in district as our opponent this afternoon, Wichita Falls High. The Coyotes. I'm not sure I'd ever have thought that Wylie, little old Wylie, maybe now not so little, but that Abilene Wylie would ever play Wichita Falls High School, certainly in district, be in the same district as Wichita Falls High. The 2 communities certainly not all that close. It's a heck of a drive, in my opinion, between Abilene and Wichita Falls as you go through some of those towns on Highway 277. But good to have this one at home. It's Wichita Falls High that has gotten off the bus after those 2.5 hours, sometimes 3+ hours on the bus to get from Wichita Falls here to Abilene. So I guess their mascots, I'm not sure if they like the Coyotes or if it's the Lady Coyotes, but yes, the Wichita Falls High Coyotes, they call them even Old High. That's because there's several Wichita Falls high schools in the city of Wichita Falls, but this is Old High. Wichita Falls High is in the same district. That's just crazy, in my opinion, as your Wylie Bulldogs and, of course, Lady Bulldog volleyball. The Wichita Falls High started district a week ago when Wylie was losing on the road to Aledo. Wichita Falls High was here in Abilene playing the other high school in this city in Abilene that is in Wylie's district. That, of course, Abilene Cooper. The Cooper Lady Cougars. Wichita Falls High was at Cooper volleyball, and Cooper swept them. And, of course, winning it in 3, defeating Wichita Falls High in straight sets. And so Cooper went to 1-0. Wichita Falls went to 0-1. And then this past Tuesday, Wichita Falls High was home, but they were having to play that tough Aledo team, and Aledo did defeat Wichita Falls in 3 in straight sets. So Wichita Falls High, our opponent, is 0-2 in district. And of course, Wylie, our team, is 0-1 after dropping the opener a week ago. So somebody certainly is getting their first district win. And when it's just 8 games, it's very, very valuable. This one could go a long way, at least. It's so early, but not when you're just playing 8 games. If Wylie gets this one, goes to 1-1, drops Wichita Falls High to 0-3, it's almost like you're kind of almost to the playoffs. That's crazy but of course, you're going to take four of these 5 teams in this district, District 4, 5A, are going to the 5A postseason. But Wylie, and they want to punch their ticket to the postseason, no doubt. They want to go to the playoffs. But I know this team, and maybe if they're realists, perhaps not going to get a district championship, but still a lot to be decided on the court. But you don't want to necessarily be 4th. And I think this team has their eyes on 3rd place or even a runner-up in this district. Because when you're 4th, yeah, you go to the playoffs, but you're guaranteed a first-round matchup against a district champion. So that's kind of a reward, if you will, for a district champion playing a 4th-place team. So get out of that 4th seed, maybe get to the 2 seed or the 3 seed, and you got a chance to even win a couple of playoff games, gain some momentum. Again, that's in the future. That's into October and early November. But as I said, it's very, very big when it's 0-2 Wichita Falls High and 0-1 Wylie here in District 4 5A volleyball. Cooper, if you're wondering, they did, of course, win the first one, but then they had to go to Wichita Falls Ryder. They went on the road. That's the other school from Wichita Falls that's in this district. Ryder High School. They're called the Raiders, the Ryder Raiders, and Ryder defeated Cooper, and that was in 3. This was this past Tuesday, earlier this week, a sweep for Wichita Falls Ryder over Abilene Cooper. So Cooper now 1-1 in district play, and so your standings shape up like this. A couple of the schools have played 2 games, and then a couple have played just 1 district volleyball match. But Aledo technically sits on top in first place by a half game, but Aledo at 2-0, having beaten Wylie, and they beat Wichita Falls High. And then Ryder is sitting at 1-0 because they did not play on the district opening night, but then defeated Abilene Cooper this past Tuesday. Cooper sits at 3rd at 1-1. Then comes your Wylie Lady Bulldog team at 0-1. That's in 4th. And again, our Wichita Falls opponent tonight, 0-2. So Wichita Falls in 5th. So Aledo 2-0, Ryder 1-0, Cooper 1-1, Wylie 0-1. Wichita Falls High 0-2. I'm excited for this one, though. The fans that have stuck around, and I say that because, of course, Wylie football, for the first time this season, even though we're in late September, is finally on the road, a true road game down in Brownwood. And so anyone that's going to that game, and perhaps you're listening to us right now on the drive to Brownwood, but you've got to be leaving by pretty much now if you're going to make kickoff for that game down in Brownwood. You probably can leave by 5:30. Yeah, I think you could and still get to that one. But we hope you stick with us because this is very important. It is district volleyball action. But as I was saying, the fans that have stuck around looks like they're here. I see a lot of familiar faces, not just parents, certainly, of the players, but a lot of the traditional Wylie fans that you just see from the community at every home sporting event. They are here for this early start. We are starting early here at the top of the hour for this district game. So the fans trickling in. Hopefully we'll get some student section. A little light right now, but again, some of them probably making the trek down to Brownwood. One final thing before we take a break here is they're about to have the pregame festivities. You're listening to this broadcast of Wylie Volleyball, and it's brought to you by our company, bringing you this action, Bulldogs Live Online. Bulldogs Live Online, centered around the website, bulldogsliveonline.com, streaming that audio there at the website, but also streaming the audio to phones and tablets on our brand new app. And if you've yet to download it or heard about it, let me break you in on the news because it is smooth, sleek, and so easy. I mean, in a couple of taps, you can't mess it up as far as listening to the game through the app. It's literally 2 taps away, but it's called the Bulldogs Live Online app, and it's free. And you can download it if you've got the old iPhone at the App Store, or even for you Android users, we do have it at Google Play. So download it for free, the Bulldogs Live Online app. at the App Store or Google Play and check it out. Pretty cool looking, and that's kind of even maybe just our beta, if you will, release, because we're going to even make it even more sleeker than that. But the main thing is you tap the app, you launch it, and the very first thing you see, it says listen live, and you tap it, and you're tapping the game, and you're listening to it at the Bulldogs Live online app. Of course, we're also on regular old radio. If you're still one of the traditionalists, thank you for tuning in. Still tuning in at 1280 AM KSLI. Let's go ahead and get a word in from some of our sponsors, the many sponsors you'll hear during the broadcast. It's very important that I'm not telling you technically to go there, but at least give them a chance to earn your business, because these broadcasts of WYLIE Volleyball not possible without the many sponsors that we have here at Bulldogs Live Online, including our presenting sponsor, that, of course, our friends at Dr. Pepper. WYLIE Volleyball is presented by Dr. Pepper. We'll go ahead and take a break. That kind of wraps up our Dr. Pepper pregame show. We'll get back, and we'll have the first serve between this all-important now, because someone gets the win and going to maybe climb the district standings. Again, WYLIE coming in 0-1 in district play versus Wichita Falls High. They're 0-2. We'll be back with it. WYLIE District Volleyball is powered by Taylor Electric Co-op, and it's on 1280 KSLI.
Hey there.
Hey there.
My son's gonna help me.
Coming to help me.
Yep, it's the copy game.
Copy game.
I could say anything right now, and he'd repeat it. I just love Brussels sprouts.
I just love, hey.
I'm careful what I say around him. I also try to make sure I pass on good energy-saving habits. You should, too. Save energy and money at TogetherWeSave.com.
TogetherWeSave.com.
You know, my dad is the coolest.
My dad thinks he's funny.
A message from your hometown co-op. It's Taylor Electric Cooperative in Merkel.
Dr. Pepper presents recording artists Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
When you're growing up, the world tells you to be just like everyone else. But how boring would that be? When I started writing music, I found the best songs I ever wrote were when I was being completely honest. That's why Ryan and I decided to stay independent. We turned down major label deals because we wanted every single thing that had our name on it to be authentically us. The world needs more one-of-a-kind people. Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind.
If this is your idea of going to the dentist, it's time for you to make a change. At Borland Family Dentistry, we'll make your smile beautiful and healthy with a simple checkup, or by using one of the most advanced cosmetic procedures. Let's make your smile something to smile about. Borland Family Dentistry. 2 great dentists, 1 awesome team. Borland Family Dentistry. You'll love your smile again. Now, same-day appointments. 695-3300.
Is it sprained? Is it strained? Is it fractured? Should I use ice or should I use heat? Wow, do we need a surgeon? Abilene Bone and Joint and Action Sports Medicine has your answer to your questions. Saturday mornings beginning August 8th through football season, come for free sports evaluations from 9 until 11 a.m. There's an x-ray and open MRI on site which will speed your diagnosis. Action helps you get back in the action. 1633 Cottonwood. Call them at 676-5633. Action. Excellence in sports medicine and physical therapy.
First Financial opened for business in 1890, so this marks our 125th year serving the people of Texas. Through that time in an ever-changing financial landscape, we've continued to thrive. How? Our customers. We wouldn't be here without you. So thank you for coming to us to help grow your business. Buy a house, save for college, plan for retirement. Thanks to you, after 125 years, we're just getting started. First Financial. You first. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Bobcat of Abilene, the power behind your work. Over 30 years in sales, rental, parts, and service. If you have a job to do, we have the right tool rental. If you have questions, we have your solution. Visit Bobcat of Abilene today at 2257 South Treadaway. Active military, law enforcement, and first responders receive 10% off all equipment rentals. Bobcat of Abilene. Over 30 years in sales, rental, parts, and service. Bobcat of Abilene, the power behind your work.
Hi, this is Trace Michaels, and I can tell you from experience that my child loved going to the dentist. What? My child loved going to the dentist, and the reason why is because he goes to ABILENE Pediatric Dental Associates. They are the most trained and equipped people to provide dental care to all children. ABILENE Pediatric Dental Associates is the home of ABILENE's only board-certified pediatric dentist. If your child doesn't like to go to the dentist, give them a try. ABILENE Pediatric Dental Associates. To get on board, call 325-437-5284.
Now, back to WYLIE Lady Bulldog Volleyball. Powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
And welcome back, everyone, to Bulldog Gym. We are home for this District 4 5A volleyball match. Yes, 5A now next to WYLIE's name and WYLIE's district, a district WYLIE shares with Abilene, Cooper, and also Wichita Falls High, our opponent tonight, and Wichita Falls, Ryder, and Aledo. The Lady Coyotes, have been introduced. They're here in their traditional black and red. The black and red of Wichita Falls High, or Old High. And now WYLIE wearing their traditional home white unis getting introduced right now. But they are in those long sleeve white jerseys, purple trim, purple numbers and letters, black volleyball shorts is the look for the WYLIE volleyball team. The only difference wearing long sleeves but wearing black long sleeve jersey is the libero. So she's in black. That's WYLIE's number 1, Pearson Sanders. Pearson Sanders, WYLIE's libero. Again, wearing a black jersey. The rest of WYLIE in the white. So the black and red of Wichita Falls and your white and purple and white of WYLIE Bulldog volleyball. Some of the junior high is in town, or here at the stadium, not just in town, but here at the gym. Some of the 7th and 8th grade volleyball players at WYLIE Junior High here to support the team. And we got a decent crowd. They're making some noise. They're in their purple here at Bulldog Gym. Seeing again if WYLIE can get it squared up. That WYLIE comes in 0-1 in district play, ready to get it back to 500, and let's move it past. But got to do it one at a time, trying to get to 1-1 in district action today with this game against Wichita Falls High. It could be one to get, as we've talked about before. Wichita Falls High coming in 0-2 in district play. But that could mean they're all the more desperate. Don't want to certainly underestimate any school in this district now that WYLIE is competing at the Class 5A level. You know WYLIE has a lot of respect for this Wichita Falls High opponent. WYLIE has been introduced. They are circled up, and they're ready to get themselves hyped up as they do with their kind of dance party. They're circled up right now, the entire WYLIE volleyball team on the court, ready to make some noise, get ready to play Wichita Falls High. The coaches, WYLIE head coach Shay Cox, Wichita Falls head coach Dakota Crockett. There goes WYLIE. The players there yelling in the background, and now they break. And head coach Shay Cox again will send her first 6, the 6 out on the floor to start the match. Number 9, that's a junior, Keaton Davis. Number 14, a senior, Ginger Landman. And that's number 12, a junior, Madison Burden. That's on the front row. In the back row, the libero, number 1, Pearson Sanders. Number 7, a sophomore, Riley Hayes. And number 11, a freshman, Lexi Miller. So Hayes, Sanders, Davis, Miller, Landman, and Madison Burden to start. Here's the Dr. Pepper first serve by Wichita Falls High, and maybe a little melodramatic, but it goes right into the net. A service error gives WYLIE the opening point of the match, and game 1 is underway. WYLIE serves. It's right to left for WYLIE in the first game. Wichita Falls High tries to spike. WYLIE partially blocks it. Back onto Old High's side on the left. They're two-hand tipping, but WYLIE Miller keeps it alive. And this rally goes still. And Landman, a spike for the Lady Dogs, but it is dug out. And a tip, one-hander by Wichita Falls, but a diving dig Davis. And a one-hand tip for the third touch, Hayes, and we're still going. And a spike by Wichita Falls High, and it's down. And we're tied at 1. That's number 5, Paige Coburn. Coburn is a senior for Wichita Falls. Senior outside hitter, Paige Coburn. Tied at 1, and another serve by Old High, and it goes right into the net. They've done it twice to open the match. Wylie gets another point. Game 1 this afternoon, or early evening, is sponsored by our friends at Edible Arrangements. Tell you more about them after this serve. Landman a serve, and for Wylie, right into the net. So maybe some opening nerves. As we said, district play upon us. And every player knows that there's not a lot of district games to go around. Just 8 of them. We're tied at 2. Wichita Falls High will serve. They're on my left. Wylie on my right. Game 1 just underway. Here's first touch. New, and Lily New's touch goes wild, actually. The volleyball hits her arms and bounces wild away, and point for Wichita Falls. 3-2, Wylie is down, and that serve, though, is into the net. That's Sierra Hall. Sierra Hall just served it into the net. Wylie's gotten all its points, 3 of them, off of Wichita Falls' service errors. Served into the net. Now Wylie serves, right to left in play. Old High setting up Coburn. There's a dig by Wylie's libero, Sanders, and now Maggie Allen takes the spike. It was blocked. Back onto Wylie's side to hang with it. Now Karis Christian, and Christian will get Wylie's first kill of the game. A kill for Karis Christian, and Wylie goes up 4-3. Each and every kill gets a donation to a scholarship fund that our company has, the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship Kill Donation from Borland Family Dentistry. Now High having to hit it back to Wylie in 1, and Wylie will slam it down. It was Maggie Allen cleaning up a little loose change, a little nickel dimer where Wichita Falls didn't mean for the serve that they touched to carry the volleyball to the front of Wylie's net, but Wylie pounds it down. 5-3 Wylie. Now Wichita Falls High is blocked. And it's back on Wichita Falls High side. And then the tip shot will fall for Darden. This is a point for Wichita Falls. Rayleigh Darden. And it's a close game. Wylie in front early. It's 5-4 in the Edible Arrangements game number 1. They're open 7 days a week, located at 4102 Buffalo Gap Road. Check them out online at ediblearrangements.com. Tip shot. And it'll be down. That was Karis Christian to get the little tip shot to fall. Wylie up 6-4 early in the opening set. See if Wylie can get the first one, gain some momentum in this district match. Wichita Falls receives serve, going one-hand tip themselves by number 12, Bach. But Wylie has D on it, puts it back on Wichita Falls' side. Now a spike and block, though, blocked by Wylie for a point. It was Coburn who tried to spike, but Wylie's Madison Burden. Madison Burden with a solo stuff, a block that puts Wylie up 7-4. And now a miss hit by Wichita Falls on the serve. And just like when Wylie had it, it goes wild point Wylie. And timeout here. There is a timeout by Wichita Falls. We'll take it with them. Wylie is now up 8-4. It's an 8-4 lead in the opening set here tonight. Wichita Falls in town for the Wylie Lady Bulldogs. Quick break. You're listening to Lady Bulldog Volleyball, and we'll be back with more action on 1280 AM.
At AIM Bank, we know your time matters. That's why we offer hometown service paired with big bank convenience. I'm Gary Galbraith, Market President for Abilene. At AIM Bank, you'll get quick loan decisions and convenient tools like our mobile banking app. When you open an account with us, you'll get free access to time-saving solutions, including mobile check deposit and over 600 ATMs right here in Texas. AIM Bank, hometown service, big bank convenience. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op. Now, back to the court with Matt McGraw on 1280 AM KSLI.
And we're back. Wichita Falls High receiving serve as we come back. Live action. There's a spike by Mock, but it's out. It is too long. The spike much too hard by the Coyotes of Wichita Falls High, and point Wylie. And Wylie a quick 9-4 lead in game number 1. A serve again by Sanders. And here's a kill attempt by Darden, and that one is out by Wichita Falls. A spike is out, and a point Wylie. Wylie was up 8-4, but has scored the next 2 points out of the timeout, so 10-4. And Wichita Falls struggling again with Sanders' serve, and Sanders' serve has been on point. They can only volley. Wylie sets up Maggie Allen. Oh, she got blocked. And blocked for a point, Wichita Falls. Brianna Mock. Wylie had a block earlier by Madison Burton. That will also get a donation to the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship Fund. Donating money for every block that results in a point is Abilene Pediatric Dental Associates. Here's a tip shot by Maggie Allen. Again, it was blocked. She's been blocked a couple times. This one not for a point. Wylie stays with it, puts it on Wichita Falls' side. Now they spike it, and Wylie blocks. Except the whistle blows, and they're saying Wylie touches the net. So trying to block it, Wylie got called for a net violation. Not sure which player they got, but it is point for Wichita Falls. It's Wylie 10 and Wichita Falls 6. 10-6 game here in game 1. Oh, that's an ace, though. The Coyotes got an ace by their libero, Kayla Gerstner. That's with a G, Gerstner. An ace, and Wylie's lead is at 3. Here's another Gerstner serve, and that's into the net, though. By Wichita Falls, their fourth service error here in game 1. Wylie 4 free points, and interestingly enough, the lead is 4. Wylie 11, Wichita Falls 7. Here's Wylie's Lexi Miller to take the serve. This is game 1 action. The first team to win 3 games or 3 sets. Here's the Coyotes. They're going to get a spike to fall there for a kill. Looked like that was number 2, Sierra Hall, making it an 11-8 game. Wylie up 3, set to receive the serve. And here comes the serve. It's Sanders' first touch, and it's sending it over the net. Wichita Falls tried to spike it down, but I think that's out, and yes, the official says it is out. You don't normally see that. Usually when you hit it back to a team in 1 like that, they're going to clean it up. They tried to slam it down, but the slam, interestingly enough, goes out. Point Wylie. And Wylie serves up by 4. It was Hayes on a good serve. Wichita Falls High does put it over. Wylie's going to set up Davis. Oh, that one just out. Too long. It's past the baseline of the volleyball court here at Bulldog Gym. Point for Wichita Falls. There's still a close opening set. Game number 1, Wylie is up 3. Wylie leads 12-9. This is going to be an ace, though. An ace for Wichita Falls. Number 13, Buckley. Ainsley Buckley with an ace for Wichita Falls, making it a 12-10 game. Here's another Buckley serve. That's into the net, though. And that is their 5th service error. It gives Wylie a point. Wylie has scored 5 free ones tonight in the game 1. The opening set, Wylie's up 13-10. Here's Wichita Falls High receiving the serve of Burden. They'll spike it, but there's a nice dig by Riley Hayes. And then that was a kill attempt from Keaton Davis. Wichita Falls digs it out, but a block. That was Dobie with the stuff, and it's a point Wylie. Block for number 5, Lily Kate Dobie. Another donation made to the scholarship fund for that block from Abilene Pediatric Dental Associates. And there's a spike by Wichita Falls, but a dig by Lexi Miller of Wylie. Back on Wichita Falls' side on the left. They're going to Coburn. And that's down. That's a point for the Coyotes. This is Coyotes versus Bulldogs. Wichita Falls pulls to within 3. Wylie still maintains the edge, 14-11 in the opening set. Sanders, first touch. Miller, a set. Tip shot. Keaton Davis. High. Wichita Falls blocks it. It's back on Wylie's side. Landman. And it's in. It's on the back line. A spike that's down for a kill. Ginger Landman. And that'll put some more money into the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship Fund. Every kill, the donation from Borland Family Dentistry. Thank you, Borland Family Dentistry, our kill sponsor. Wylie up 4. And a serve that Wichita Falls struggles with, and they cannot return it in 3. They got a couple touches on it, but it was a great serve. Tying up Wichita Falls by Ginger Landman. Here comes another Landman serve, right to left. Another great one. And they struggle again, and Wylie will get another point. Timeout, Wichita Falls. Their head coach, Dakota Crockett. Coach Crockett calls timeout. And Wylie head coach Shay Cox with some claps for her team as they come to the huddle. We'll take a break. Wylie is up by 6 here in game 1. Up 17-11 on Wichita Falls. You're listening to Wylie Volleyball, presented by Dr. Pepper on 1280 AM.
Hey, Wylie Bulldog fans, if you want to keep up with school news, community news, sports news, or art news, check out Wylie Growl Magazine. Wylie Growl is the official magazine of the Wylie Independent School District, a full-color magazine highlighting all of the great accomplishments of Wylie students, and it keeps you up to date on what's happening in the district and in the community, and features Wylie residents of all ages. For information on how to pick up your copy of Wylie Growl Magazine, go to WylieGrowl.com. It's great to be a Wylie Bulldog.
Now, back to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball. Powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
Hey, our company is tweeting about this game. Check us out on Twitter. Follow us at BULLDOGS Live Online. Here's Wichita Falls High. They try to spike and Wylie blocks it, but they hang with it. It's on High's side. Now they spike again. And this is down for a kill. A point for Wichita Falls. Number 5, Coburn again. Paige Coburn makes it a 17-12 game. Wylie is up. But please follow us again on Twitter, or you can even tweet at us again at BULLDOGS Live Online is the Twitter handle. Wylie Dobie takes a kill attempt, but there is a dig. Now High has an injured player on the ground, but the rally still goes. Now whistle to stop play in the middle of a rally. What happens there is they're calling for a replay. We'll replay the point. At 17-12, of course, it's now very quiet in the gym. Don't talk about injuries here at this level, especially if they're serious, but this one is walking off on our opponent. Wichita Falls High, injured player going to leave. We're going to get ready to get back to action. Do want to thank again our Game 1 sponsor, the new sponsor of ours, and they've jumped on board in a big way, being a set sponsor, but it's Edible Arrangements. Edible Arrangements is open 7 days a week at 4102 Buffalo Gap Road. You can call them at 325-603-0663 or check them out online, ediblearrangements.com. Wylie receives the serve and taking a spike. It is Maggie Allen, and I think the whistle is blowing, and it's a violation against Wichita Falls. It's a point, Wylie. Wichita Falls, a Coyote touches the net. One of their players touches the net. Wylie, a 6-point lead. A serve by Wylie. Keaton Davis, this time the serve goes into the net, though. And a point for Wichita Falls. But there has been a big difference in the serve here in the opening set as Wichita Falls has served a bunch into the net. Wylie not only keeping most of theirs in play, but also Wichita Falls struggling a lot with Wylie's serve tonight. There's a spike by Christian, but it goes into the net for Wylie, and so another point for Wichita Falls. This is not over, especially now that Wichita Falls has scored back-to-back points. 18-12 is now 18-14. Wylie maintains a 4-point lead. This serve by Coburn of Wichita Falls is too long. This one's not into the net, but the serve is too long. Wylie lets it sail over their heads, and Wylie gets a point for the serve being out. Here's Sanders, a serve. And the Coyotes try a two-hand tip. Wylie scrambles to it defensively. It was Karis Christian. Now she'll take the third touch, and it's a one-hand touch. A little flick of her wrist, and the volleyball heads to the floor. A little small tip shot. scores. So Karis Christian took touches 1 and 3 there of that given rally when she dug out the tip shot and eventually got set up for a tip shot. Now Wylie C is there again on a Wichita Falls high spike, and they reset it for Wylie Christian. A kill. Wylie playing with a lot of momentum now. A kill by Karis Christian, and Wylie is up 7 as we maybe wind down game 1. Wylie is up 21-14. Football score there, but certainly on the verge of taking a 1-0 lead. Here's a block for Wylie, but the volleyball stays in play. Now it's on Wylie's side. They're going to set it up for Allen. Spike is down. Kill for number 15, Maggie Allen. The set and the assist goes on a nice play by number 9, Keaton Davis. Davis is at times a hitter for Wylie, at other times in the rotations a setter. And Davis, a nice set there of a Maggie Allen kill. Wylie's up 8. Here's a two-hand tip by Wichita Falls, but Davis a dig. And then a third touch by Burden, a one-hander over the net. Wichita Falls is there. Now they spike it into the Wylie block. And I think there's a net violation and it's on Wichita Falls. Indeed it is. It's a point Wylie. Even though Wichita Falls was taking the spike, Wylie was trying to block. It was the momentum of the hitter. Carries her into the net. Now Wylie trying to clean up loose change. Burden, but the slam is out. We've seen that a couple times. That means that Wichita Falls hit it back to Wylie and won. Burden slammed it down, however, it went out. So a point for Wichita Falls. But Wylie has 23 on the board, fans. It's 23-15 Wylie. Here's Wylie setting up a tip shot. Burden. There's a diving dig by Hall for Wichita Falls. Now Wylie has it again on the right, setting up Christian. And another one that pounded down. A spike and kill for Karis Christian. And Wylie going to have a Dr. Pepper game point. This is a game point for game number 1. It's brought to us by Dr. Pepper. Wylie needs 1 point to win this first game. Miller serves for the Lady Dogs. Wichita Falls setting up for Garden, but Wylie digs it out. Now Christian a spike. That's out, though. Wylie will have to wait. That spike was out. Point Wichita Falls. But Wylie will have 8 more chances. Yes, 8 if they need it. It's 24-16, the lead for Wylie. Another Dr. Pepper game point. And that's an ace, though. An ace on the serve for Wichita Falls. Make it 24-17. That ace came from number 6, Salazar. For Wichita Falls, Alyssa Salazar. She'll serve again. And that's another ace. Back-to-back aces for Alyssa Salazar. 24-18 now. Wylie has 6 more chances. 6 more Dr. Pepper game points. That serve is into the net. So that's how it ends. With 2 aces. I just have to chuckle there. 2 aces and then a service error. I have that unofficially as 7 service errors in game 1 by Wichita Falls. So Wylie benefiting by 7 free points, and they win by 7. 25-18. That's your opening set count. So Wylie takes it and takes a 1-0 lead in this district match. So we're going to head to the second game, see if Wylie can try for a commanding 2-0 lead in the match. But they did just win 25-18, the Edible Arrangements game 1. We'll take a break. You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldogs Volleyball presented by Dr. Pepper on BulldogsLiveOnline.com.
Betty Rose's Little Brisket has gotten bigger. 2 new locations for full-service dining, daily lunch specials, and a happy hour that begins daily at 4 p.m. with additional appetizers. Plus live music twice a week on the Triple B porch at each location. The newest location, 3934 Cat Claw Drive, even has a full bar. And the best food made from scratch is at Betty Rose's. Betty Rose's, 2588 East Lake Road, and now 3934 Cat Claw Drive.
Since 1890, 1990, the folks you know and trust at Haskell National Bank have proudly provided the latest in banking convenience. At Haskell National, we make it a point to get to know you and provide you with the personalized service you deserve. Stop by and visit Haskell National Bank, Buffalo Gap Road at South 32nd in Abilene, or 601 North 1st in Haskell, celebrating 125 years of continuous service.
Thank you.
Member FDIC.
The Wylie All Sports Booster Club is a proud supporter of Bulldogs Live Online and their broadcasts of Wylie Sports and exists to support all Wylie sports.
Reason number 3 why you should become a member of the Wylie Booster Club. Did you know the Booster Club hosts the annual All Sports Banquet for Wylie athletes? This is a highlight every year, and this type of support is impossible without Wylie fans like you.
Be a part of this by joining the Wylie All Sports Booster Club today. For more info, check our website, AbileneWylieBulldogs.com.
You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op. Now, back to the court with Matt McGraw on 1280 AM KSLI.
And welcome back, everyone. We're here at Bulldog Gym, and Wylie trying to defend their home court, which is so valuable in district play especially, but Wylie seems to play very well in whatever sport they happen to be in when they're playing at home. And here at Bulldog Gym for Wylie Volleyball, no different as they take the opening set tonight, 25-18, the final there. And they'll get ready for game number 2, or the second set, and it's brought to us tonight by Abilene Battery and Golf Cars. Abilene Battery and Golf Cars, they have batteries for your car or truck, but also batteries for a tractor or riding lawnmower. They got motorcycle batteries, ATV, golf car batteries, or batteries for an electric wheelchair. Abilene Battery and Golf Cars located on Industrial at 2434 Industrial Boulevard. Bringing us this second set. Wylie going to have the serve to start. Wylie's now on a different side of the net of the court. They're on my left here in game 2. They're going to be hitting and serving their balls left to right, and they open with an ace. Nicely done. Riley Hayes. Number 7, Riley Hayes with the ace for Wylie. That was a restaurant quality service. And here's another. Left to right, it's in play. And there's a whistle, though. I think we got an illegal set. We do on Wichita Falls. The old double touch violation gives a point to Wylie, and the first 2 points of the second set go to the Lady Bulldogs. Here's another serve by Riley Hayes. It's in play. Here's a spike by Wichita Falls High, but the whistle's blowing, and we've got a net violation on Wichita Falls. The Coyotes just got called for touching the net on an attempted spike. Another point, Wylie. And the start here in the second set is Wylie scoring the first 3 points of the second set. 3-0, Lady Bulldogs. There's another ace by Riley Hayes. This is a VIP Sports Getaway big play right now, kind of this big moment here at the service line. You probably got some exciting or spectacular happen, like a couple of aces. Give a shout out to VIP Sports Getaway. Check them out online at VIPSportsGetaway.com. Here, Wichita Falls controls this serve, going one-hand tip, and it will be down. Number 14, first time I've called her name tonight, a junior, Lauren Trainer. Trainer gets Wichita Falls on the board. It's a 4-1 start for Wylie. Wylie receives serve. Sanders, first touch. Miller, a set. We got a whistle. And a double touch violation against Wylie on the set by Miller. Point for the Coyotes. Point for Wichita Falls. Wylie is up 4-2 here in the second set. Almost an ace. Good job by Riley Hayes. She had to dive at it to touch it on the serve receive. Wylie puts it over. Now Wichita Falls, a spike by Coburn, but a nice dig by Davis. Wylie a bit offline, but the third touch does keep it in play. Now Coburn again, but the libero, Pearson Sanders, digs it out for Wylie. Now Davis drops in a spike and kill. Credit the libero for keeping the rally going. Wylie's libero, Pearson Sanders, making a good dig. Eventually getting a kill was Keaton Davis. Wylie is up by 3. Wichita Falls setting up for, that was number 12, Brianna Mock, but Wylie got a block on Mock, and a block for a point. It was Lily Kate Doby with the block for Wylie. There's another Abilene Pediatric Dental Associates block. There's a spike, a big one for Wichita Falls. Coburn, who's kind of emerging as their best player. I'm sure certainly not for their fans, but in the first time I've had my eyes on Wichita Falls high volleyball. Paige Coburn, pretty good hitter. That's a point for the Coyotes. Wylie is up 6-3 in the second set. This is a setup for Keaton Davis. She's taking a touch. We got a whistle, and I think it's going to be point Wylie for a violation. It is. It's a net violation. I think they got number 12, Mock, for touching the net. Point Wylie. You heard me reference that Wylie's Riley Hayes had a couple of aces. Got to bring in the fact that each and every ace is also going to get a donation to our company's scholarship fund. Wichita Falls just trying to spike. Riley Hayes dug it out. Now Doby, she had her spike blocked right back on her side, but Wylie's Allen tries a spike of her own, but that one is into the net. And it means a point for Wichita Falls. Wylie is up 7-4. A 7-4 score here in game 2. But our ace sponsor making a donation to the scholarship fund for every ace is Lawrence Hall. Lawrence Hall, the Chevy dealer in Abilene. Again, thank you for donating money to the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship Fund. Wylie's Maggie Allen just tried to spike. It was dug out. Now there's a big Paige Coburn kill attempt. And somehow Wylie's Lily News got a dig on it. Now it's back on Wichita Falls side. We got a whistle. And we got a player touching the net. But this time they're getting a Wylie Lady Bulldog with the violation. I think they get Maggie Allen on an illegal touch of the net. Wylie's lead is down to 2. A two-hand tip by Davis. Wow, it goes in, too. And it was on a second touch. The trickery for Wylie's Keaton Davis. She took that thing behind her head, too, in a setting motion. Very nice. Keaton Davis. That's another VIP Sports getaway big play. Wylie Davis then rotates to the back to take the serve. The serve, however, goes into the net. So after the exchange of points, it's still a 2-point game. Wylie is up 2 in game 2. Wylie has already won game 1. Now here's a serve for Coburn of Wichita Falls. That serve goes out. So Wylie served it into the net, but Wichita Falls serves it out. Point Wylie. Now another Wylie serve. It's going to be Sanders taking it. Left to right, it's in play. Wichita Falls going to a one-hand tip shot for Trainer. Wylie digs it out. Now Burden spikes, but it's heading into the net for a point for Wichita Falls. This is a close game. It's still somewhat early in this given game. When I say game, it's game 2. This is the second set, sponsored by Abilene Battery and Golf Cars at 2434 Industrial Boulevard. Wylie won the opening set, so Wylie leads the match 1-0. If you're new to volleyball, you got to go to 3 sets or 3 games. Now Wylie tries a tip. It's Allen. It's down. Wylie's Maggie Allen atoning a little bit for an earlier net violation, getting a one-hand little tip shot to fall. And Wylie maintains a 3-point lead here in the second set on Wichita Falls. Wylie is up 10-7, and Wylie serves. Left to right, Lexi Miller puts the serve in. Here's a spike by, that was Lauren Trainer. Wylie has the bead. And now Karis Christian attacks, but her spike got stuffed. Yeah, it got blocked by Wichita Falls, blocked for a point. Looked like a double block by Wichita Falls number 12, Brianna Mock, and number 14, Lauren Trainer. Wylie's lead is down to 2, but they still lead at 10-8. First touch on the serve receive is Keaton Davis of Wylie. Now it's Seth Miller. Now a spike. And Wylie goes 1-2-3. The spike and kill goes to Madison Burden. Number 12, Madison Burden, a kill. That kill gets a donation to the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship Fund. Every kill, the donation from Borland Family Dentistry. Now Wylie serves up by 3. Riley Hayes, it's in play. And here's a Brianna Mock kill attempt. Riley Hayes digs it out. Now Keaton Davis takes the spike. It's blocked. Back on the Wylie side. And now a block of Wylie. After Wylie put it over, Burden got a block to fall for Wylie. Wichita Falls High tried to attack, and Madison Burden. So she had a spike and now a block for a point. Wylie's up by 4. Here's Wichita Falls High to try one-hand tip. Wylie's Lexi Miller digs it out. Now Ginger Landman a spike. Dug out. Volleyball still in play. We got a double touch violation, I think we do, on Wichita Falls High. They get Alyssa Salazar with an illegal set. Wylie gets the point, and now a timeout on the floor with Wylie up by 5. Wylie is out to a 13-8 lead here in the second set. 13-8, a game 2 in-game score. We'll take a break. You're listening to Wylie Volleyball. Again, they're trying to go up in the match 2-0. This match is presented by Dr. Pepper. We'll be back in 30 seconds on 1280 AM.
Hi, I'm Darren Black, owner of Black Plumbing. For 24 years, Black Plumbing has been serving our neighbors, and we are proud to be a part of your community. In Abilene, call us at 325-675-8391. If you've ever wondered what services we provide, go to blackplumbing.com.
The pros who know are ready to go. Call on Black Plumbing. Help is on the way.
Now, back to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball. Powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
And we are back, ready for the serve of Wylie out of the timeout of Wichita Falls. And that's unfortunately a serve by Wylie into the net. Riley Hayes, a service error, and a point for the Coyotes. A point for Wichita Falls. Wylie's up by 4. Here's Riley Hayes' first touch on the serve receive, and Miller going to set up, and Sanders going to take the third touch. Wylie's libero is over the net. Now Wylie blocks another spike, and this is down again. A block for a point. A double block by Madison Burden and Ginger Landman. Another block that results in a point, and another block that gets a donation to the scholarship fund from Abilene Pediatric Dental Associates. Here's Wichita Falls High on the attack. A kill attempt by Brianna Mock, but it goes out. She was trying for a cross-court spike, a diagonal spike along the sideline, but it's out. And Wylie's now out to a 6-point lead in the second set. They serve again, does Wylie. Here's a spike by Wichita Falls, and this one is down for a kill. Coming from number 2, Sierra Hall for the Coyotes. Wylie, though, is up by 5. Wylie 15, Wichita Falls 10. 15-10 in the second set. And Wylie won the first set. Here they're setting up for Keaton Davis on a spike. So Wichita Falls digs it out on the back row. And now they're taking a spike, but that is in to the net. Looks like number 5, Coburn. Yeah, it was, but Coburn could not get that one to get over the net. Got clipped by the top of the volleyball net. Wylie gets the points, goes up 16-10 in the Abilene Battery and Golf Cars second set. A serve by Wylie in play and a block. This time Davis. Davis gets in on the action. The block party that Wylie is throwing at the net. Number 9, Keaton Davis, a block for a point. 17-10, Wylie. Serve by Landman is left to right in play. Coburn, one-hand tip. Ginger Landman digs it out. Now Davis, a one-hander of her own, and it's down for a point. So back-to-back points by Keaton Davis. 18-10. Wylie an 8-point advantage here in game 2. Trying to go up in the match 2-0. Wichita Falls High. Receives serve. Sets up Coburn. Another block by Wylie. However, bit too zealous on this one or aggressive, but that's okay. But it's a net violation. Not sure which Lady Bulldog touches the net, but I know head coach Shay Cox. She'll take a net violation or two right now with the way her team is controlling action at the net. So 18-11 is the score. Here's Davis to put it over the net for Wylie, but Wichita Falls digs it out. Now it's spiked by Mock. Wylie's D is there. Sanders dug it out. Now it's back on High's side. The Coyotes, Coburn, but there's Sanders digging it. Now it's on Wylie's side. And they set up Wimberly. It got blocked on the Wylie side, but not for a point. Wylie's going to volley it over. The rally continues. Wichita Falls, two-hand tip. And it's down. And there's a smattering of fans from Wichita Falls as they were making some noise there in our crowd mic for a point, Wichita Falls. So it was 18-10, but now it's 18-12. Here's Wylie going with a spike from Doby. We got a whistle, and it's another net violation. This one is in Wylie's favor, though. Wichita Falls player whistled for touching the net. I think they're getting number 3. That is Schroeder, Lindsay Schroeder, the guilty party. Wylie gets a point. Here's Wylie serving, and Wichita Falls a spike. It's down. That's a kill. That is Coburn, but that is the other one. I haven't seen one from her yet. Number 7, though, Lauren Coburn. So Wylie perhaps has done a good job of keeping the other Coburn under wraps, but that was a kill by Lauren Coburn. Most of them have come from Paige Coburn tonight. Wichita Falls just got an ace, though. So this set is not over. Wylie was up 19-12, but now it's a 19-14 game. And we got a whistle. And looks like Wylie head coach Shay Cox is talking to one of the officials. I think and the scoreboard right now says 19-13 Wylie, but I think they missed a point for Wichita Falls, but it should be 19-14. But not sure if anyone's caught that yet. Now the official's going to talk things over. But perhaps Wylie the Wylie scoreboard didn't award the point to Wylie to Wichita Falls rather, because of this appeal of the last play. Because when I said it was an ace, I guess Wylie actually had a diving touch on it. I wasn't sure if it was an ace for Wichita Falls or if Wylie got a touch on it that sent the volleyball up to the scoreboard, up to the clock. No, they are. So there it is, 19-14. So that was the delay there. Wichita Falls did get another point. So Wylie not out of the woods yet, but there's Christian. And she'll get Wylie to 20. So after the appeal, it still goes to Wichita Falls, but then Wylie receives serve, and Wylie goes 1-2-3 on the serve receive. They went thump, set, spike, and the spike and kill from Karis Christian. Wylie serves. Wichita Falls, they're going with a spike down the line. That was Trainer, but Wylie had D on it. It was Davis, and now Karis Christian, a one-hand tip. It's down. Point Wylie. And the Wylie Lady Bulldogs have a 7-point lead, and we're coming down the stretch of game number 2. There's going to be a substitution made here, late one by Wichita Falls. Do want to thank again our game 2 sponsor, Abilene Battery and Golf Cars. They got batteries for a lot of different things, traditional car and truck batteries, but batteries for golf cars and electric wheelchairs. They're 2434 Industrial Boulevard for Abilene Battery and Golf Cars. Here's Wichita Falls receiving serve, taking a spike. Nice dig by Lily Newt. Now a spike by Wylie's Christian, but it goes out. However, Wylie's still feeling a little comfortable. They don't want to take anything for granted, but they're up 6, and it's starting to get late in the second set. 21-15 to Wylie. And Wylie's already won game 1, so trying to take a 2-0 lead in this district match. Here's Wimberly, the spike. And it's going to go off a block of Wichita Falls and down for a point Wylie off the hands of number 2, sophomore Avery Wimberly. Good play there. A kill It's going to get another donation to our company scholarship fund, our company Bulldogs Live Online. And every kill, a donation by Borland Family Dentistry. Thank you, Borland Family Dentistry. Our kill sponsor, Wylie serves up by 7. It's in play. And now we got a whistle. And that's an illegal set on Wichita Falls. Point Wylie. Wylie's got 23 on the board here in the second set. They're just 2 points away from going up 2-0 in the match. And there's, great play by High to not get ace, but then a block by Wylie. Nice. Madison Burden. And now Wylie on the set point, fans, are a game point for game 2. This was Dr. Pepper, game point at 24-15. Wichita Falls going with a spike down the line, and it is out. Point Wylie. That was from number 12, Brianna Mock, but it's out, and that's a final point to win game 2. So the Lady Dogs, Wylie is now in a nice position, having won the first 2 sets tonight. This one was 25-15. They'll reset the scores to 0. We'll head to the third set with Wylie needing just 1 here to get the district win and go to 1-1 in district play. We'll see if they can do it when we come back from the breaks. You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldogs Volleyball, presented by Dr. Pepper. It's on 1280 AM.
Maverick Saw Cutting and Cord Gelling is a proud sponsor of Wylie Athletics. Maverick Saw Cutting and Cord Gelling will save you time and money with the latest technology, including concrete cutting, live wire and rebar detection, structural analysis in real time, precision wall cutting, and cord gelling from standard concrete to highly abrasive concrete. Maverick Saw Cutting and Cord Gelling, 325-788-7777, or go to mavericksawcutting.com. Go Bulldogs! You'll feel the difference when you have your AC unit serviced by ACS Heating and Air. ACS Heating and Air is family owned and operated. ACS provides service, preventative maintenance, and system replacement for commercial and residential. ACS Heating and Air also provides free estimate. ACS Heating and Air hope very much to earn your business, but their mission? To earn your trust. And don't forget to ask about the Comfort Care Program. Call 325-690-0998.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet John. John is a middle-class guy. Hello. John likes his sports talk. John likes his news talk. John likes rock and roll. That's right. John reads the sports section and the business section. John likes the game of billiards. John likes 8-ball and 9-ball and those fancy trick shots. John has plenty of room at his house for a pool table and maybe a game table. And maybe some game room chairs. And maybe dare I say it, yes, maybe even a bar. And right over there, John could put shuffleboard or air hockey or foosball. John will decide when he goes to Abilene Billiard Connection. Then John's wife will come in and decide what color and style. As long as John gets his billiard table, he doesn't give a rat's patootie. Really, a man's home is his castle. And in John's castle, there will be a game room. Abilene Billiard Connection is at 2950 North 1st, so John and Mrs. John can completely outfit their castle's game room at really good prices from a local concern. Now that John is getting his game room, here's what John has to say. Hoo-ah! That's Abilene Billiard Connection at 2950 North 1st.
Wylie School District has remained an athletic and academic powerhouse by dedicating itself to hard work, determination, and creativity. In much the same way, Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union has remained a reliable source of great service and products since we were founded in 1950. Our 5-star rated mobile apps let you conduct banking at your convenience whenever and wherever you choose. So if you live or work in Taylor County, you're one of us. Join ATFCU and experience the team spirit that's kept us going for 65 years. But more importantly, for this game, go Dogs!
You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op. Now, back to the court with Matt McGraw on 1280 AM KSLI.
And it's time for the third set with Wylie, again, 1 set away. They are close here. Nothing's over till it's over, but 1 set away from getting their first district win, and the first district win is a 5A school. Wylie had dropped their opener. They're 0-1 in district play. Wichita Falls takes the serve, and we're underway. And the serve, like a lot of them tonight for the Wichita Falls Coyotes, goes into the net. Point Wylie. We're in the third set. That was Lauren Trainer. Now Wylie a serve. by Madison Burden. That is into the net. So the teams exchange service errors. There has been a little bit of nervous energy, but I think Wylie, that's the one that's feeling good, obviously, now up 2-0, and now it's served by Mock of Wichita Falls. That's into the net. Who's going to get one in? It's been 3 straight service errors, and it's 2-1 on the score. Wylie 2, Wichita Falls 1 here in the third set. Landman, a right to left serve, and it's in play. And it's a good one. It ties up the Wichita Falls receiver, but they do volley it over. Now Wylie sets up Wimberly. That's a nice spike from Avery Wimberly, but there's D by Wichita Falls. And now they're going to attack and get one to fall. It was a spike from Coburn. It ties it up. We're very early in the third set. We're tied at 2. Our third set is sponsored by our friends at Lawrence Hall. Wylie receives serve. Lily New, first touch. Davis a set. Dobie a spike. So there's a touch by Wichita Falls. They keep it in play. Their third touch is over the net. Wylie has it. They're setting up for Dobie, a spike. And that's down. That one is down for a point, Wylie. A kill for number 5, Lily Kate Dobie. Wylie's up 3-2. Here in the third set, Wylie has won the first 2 sets tonight, up 2-0. Here's Wichita Falls setting up for Coburn. Her spike is going to be down the line. It is a kill for Wichita Falls, and we're tied up at 3. You heard me reference Lawrence Hall, our third set sponsor. Lawrence Hall offers the best vehicles from Chevy, GMC, Volkswagen, Lincoln, and Mazda, and the best customer service at Lawrence Hall. Wylie receives serve. Going with a spike from Christian. That is into the net, though. So a point for the Coyotes. They do lead this third set. It's early, but Wichita Falls leads by 1, 4-3 the score. Lily New, the first touch. Wylie is a bit off, and they're trying a deep 2-hand tip on the third touch by Dobie, but that touch is out. The volleyball lands out. It's a point for Wichita Falls. Wylie's down 2. It is tough to close out a team, and there's an ace by Wichita Falls. Number 5, Paige Coburn. Coburn with the ace. Wylie falls behind by 3 here in the third set. Lily New, first touch. Set by Keaton Davis. Spike by Christian. And Wylie gets back to within 2. A spike and kill. Harris Christian, the assist. A nice set by Keaton Davis. It's Wichita Falls 6 and Wylie 4. 6-4 game here in the third set. Wylie trying to sweep their opponent. Here's a serve by Pearson Sanders. It's in play for Wylie. Now a tip shot Wichita Falls, but Wylie has some D on. And then that's Sanders putting one over. But now Wichita Falls going to spike it. Wylie has a dig on it. Lily New. And Sanders takes another third touch. It's over the net. Keeps the volleyball in play. Now Coburn takes the spike for Wichita Falls. Wylie gets a block on it. Back on Wichita Falls' side. The rally continues. A spike by Trainer is into the net, though, and that's a point Wylie. So a long rally eventually ends with a Wichita Falls spike into the net. Wylie was down 6-3, but now Wylie down just 6-5. Another serve by Sanders. There's a tip shot for Sierra Hall. Hall tips it over for Wichita Falls, but Wylie dug it out, and Davis puts it back over. Now it's back on Wylie's side. They're going to set up their attack. Christian. Oh, out. It is out. Christian, her spike just out. And a point Wichita Falls. That was a little bit of a swing. But Wylie was hoping to tie it at 6. Instead, point for Wichita Falls. And here in the third set, it's 7-5. Wichita Falls is the team in front at 7-5. Here's Sanders, first touch for Wylie, a set by Davis, a spike. Wimberly, that's into the net, though. And another point for the Coyotes. Point for Wichita Falls. They lead 8-5 here in the third set. Wylie a 2-0 lead. Wylie has won game 1 and game 2, but an ace for Wichita Falls. number 4, Ashton Guest. And yeah, Wylie going to call a timeout. This is a good timeout by Wylie head coach Shay Cox, because Wichita Falls just got an ace to go up now by 4. It's a 9-5 game. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick timeout here in the third set. You're listening to Wylie Volleyball, presented by Dr. Pepper. It's on 1280 AM.
Tracking down the air leaks around my house helped me in my quest to go hunting. See, a little while back, I started stalking and sealing cracks around my windows and doorways. Before I knew it, it was open season on big electric bill savings. Those savings helped me pay for an extra day in the great outdoors, which to me is worth about a week anywhere else. Save energy, save money. Find out how at togetherwesave.com.
A message from your hometown co-op. It's Taylor Electric Cooperative in Merkel.
Dr. Pepper presents recording artists Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
When you're growing up, the world tells you to be just like everyone else. But how boring would that be? When I started writing music, I found the best songs I ever wrote were when I was being completely honest. That's why Ryan and I decided to stay independent. We turned down major label deals because we wanted every single thing that had our name on it to be authentically us. The world needs more one-of-a-kind people. Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind.
And we're back here in game number 3. Wylie is going to serve here. Wichita Falls was actually serving out of the timeout, but they served it right into the net right as we were coming back. Another of their service errors. Wylie got the point. It was Wylie that was forced to call the timeout. Now Wylie was just serving, and Wichita Falls took a spike, and that is out. So what was a 9-5 deficit, we see the serve into the net by Wichita Falls. Now a spike out means Wylie only down 9-7. Here's Wichita Falls setting up. Here's a spike for Jackson, but that is out. So that's very quickly going in Wylie's favor. They were down 9-5, calling the timeout, and now 3 straight. Wylie down just 9-8. And that's a spike by Wichita Falls in to the net. And Wylie has scored 4 straight to erase the 9-5 deficit. They've done it quickly. We are tied at 9. Just like that, tied at 9 here in the third set. Wylie trying to sweep. Here's a Paige Coburn kill attempt for Wichita Falls. Wylie digs it, and then a 2-hand tip shot. Lexi Miller with the trickery there. Wylie is now on a 5-0 run. When I say trickery, Lexi Miller was Wylie's setter and took that volleyball in a setting motion on the second touch, taking it on the second touch and putting it over the net. They were not expecting that. And a point for Wylie. Wichita Falls is calling timeout, but we'll keep it right here. We just came back from a timeout. Wylie was down 9-5, but 5 in a row. Nice little stretch here for the Lady Dogs. 5 straight has put Wylie back in front. In the third set, Wylie 10, Wichita Falls 9. Do want to thank our third set sponsor again. It's Lawrence Hall. Lawrence Hall with the best vehicles from Chevy, GM, Volkswagen, Lincoln, and Mazda, and the best customer service at Lawrence Hall. Download the Bulldogs Live Online app. Yes, here for 2018, we have launched the app that makes listening on your phone or tablet so easy. Just check it out and download it at the App Store or Google Play. Bulldogs Live Online app. Wylie serves out of the timeout. Here's a kill attempt for Brianna Mock of Wichita Falls. Wylie digs it. Now tip shot. Karis Christian. The Coyotes scramble to it. They volley it to keep it going. Wylie has possession, though. And a one-hand tip. Madison Burton. But there is a dig by Wichita Falls. They try a spike from Trainer. Wylie's there. And a tip shot for Karis Christian, and it falls. Point Wylie. And Wylie's run is now 6 straight. Wylie was down 4, but now has scored the last 6 to take a 2-point lead in the third set. And ace for the Lady Dogs. Lexi Miller serves up an ace right there. That's the Lawrence Hall ace. Fittingly enough, in the Lawrence Hall third set, Lawrence Hall has agreed to donate money to the scholarship fund. The Bulldogs Live Online scholarship for every ace donation from Lawrence Hall. That was a Miller ace Here's Wichita Falls going with a spike from Hawk, and that is down. So this is not over, of course, because it was Wichita Falls that was out to the early lead. So even though Wylie went on a 7-0 run, it didn't put the game out of reach. But Wylie is still up, even after that point by Wichita Falls. It's 12-10. That's our score here in the third set. Wylie is up 12-10. Davis first touch. Miller a set back to Davis, and the spike is down. A little two-man game for the Lady Bulldogs volleyball team. As Davis took the first touch to Miller on the set, back to Keaton Davis for a kill. That's a VIP Sports Getaway. Great play. Check out our Great Play sponsor at their website, VIPSportsGetaway.com. Morgan Morris is into the game. She just had a dig on a Wichita Falls kill attempt. Now Wichita Falls has it in the spiking down the line, and that is out. That's out, and a point Wylie. Wylie is up 14-10, and serving is Morris. Right to left, it's in play. Wichita Falls, the spike is into the net. Sierra Hall, but a point Wylie. And overall, the stretch right now for Wylie fans is 10-1. Wylie has scored 10 of the last 11 points here in this third set, and they're out to a 15-10 lead. Wichita Falls tries a one-hand tip from Trainer. Wylie digs it. Now that's Davis dropping a bomb, and it's down. Keaton Davis, a big bomb. I hope she didn't hurt her hand. She's okay, because she did have a hand injury earlier. Now she's saying she's okay, and a timeout by Wichita Falls. This time we'll take it with them, as Wylie is now on an 11-1 run. Yes, Wylie has scored 11 of the last 12 points and leads 16-10. 16-10 here in the third set. Wylie trying for a sweep tonight in district. We'll take a break. You're listening to Wylie Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM.
At AIM Bank, we know your time matters. That's why we offer hometown service paired with big bank convenience. I'm Gary Galbraith, Market President for Abilene. At AIM Bank, you'll get quick loan decisions and convenient tools like our mobile banking app. When you open an account with us, you'll get free access to time-saving solutions, including mobile check deposit and over 600 ATMs right here in Texas. AIM Bank, hometown service, big bank convenience. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Now, back to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball. Powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
And we continue with the Lawrence Hall third set. Check us out on Twitter. Follow us at BDogs Live Online. Yes, tweeting about the game at BDogs Live Online. Wichita Falls trying to spike. Nice diving dig by Sanders, and it turns into offense for Wylie. They're really flowing right now. It ended with a Keaton Davis kill, but there was a diving one-hand dig by Wylie's libero Pearson Sanders. And there, yeah, it's going to be an ace. I thought it was. It is an ace by Morgan Morris. Wichita Falls High tried to dive at it at the back row, but an ace. 18-10, fans. Wylie is up. That serve into the net, though, by Wylie's Morgan Morris. So 18-11. Wylie leads here in the third set. Trying to win here in straight sets. Trying for the sweep here is Wylie. The other action going on tonight is a pretty important match in Aledo between the two district front runners. Wichita Falls Ryder is at Aledo. Don't have any updates for you, though. Maybe I'll catch one. Wylie just received the serve and went 1-2-3, ending with a Keaton Davis kill. Number 9. Davis gets another kill. And Wylie is now up by 8. 19-11. Here in the third set. This is Burden with a serve. And here's Wichita Falls kill attempt for, that was Coburn, I think. Actually Hall, but regardless, it is down point Wichita Falls. They just got a kill. Wylie, though, still a 7-point lead. Trying to close out not just this third set, but close out the match. That was a good serve by Wichita Falls, but there was Sanders getting to it, and Ginger Landman with a spike and kill. Wylie now up by 8, 20-12. Here in the Lawrence Hall third set. If this match does end after 3, we'll take a quick break, but stick with us. We'll come back with the Player of the Game award. We always have a Player of the Game, win or lose, but looking like we could have a Player of the Game for a big Wylie volleyball win. Here's a spike, though, by Wichita Falls. They're not quite done. Paige Coburn gets them a point. Wylie up by 7, though. Wylie 20. And Wichita Falls 13 here in the third. Wylie trying to defend home court, playing here in Abilene. A pretty long drive from Wichita Falls, trying to make it a quick match. But Wylie just got blocked, so maybe it's not over. Blocked for a point, Wichita Falls. So it's now a 20-14 game here in the third set. Wylie's going to receive the serve. Here it is. First touch, Pearson Sanders. A set from Davis. A spike, Doty. And it's down. Just like that. Wylie goes 1, 2, 3. Ending it with the Lily Kate Doty kill. Doty gets a kill right there. 21-14. Wylie up here in the third set. They're 4 points away. And they're now 3 with an ace by Keithan Davis. Wylie has been strong on the serve tonight. Been a big key to this game, key to this match. As Wichita Falls has given Wylie a bunch of free points with their service errors. And then Wylie has not committed a lot of errors and then has had several aces tonight. A serve by Davis in play. Here's a one-hand tip by Coburn. It'll get down. It is down for a point for Wichita Falls, makes it 22-15. But Wylie is only 3 points away from getting their first district win in just their second game. They're going to hope to go to 1-1, but there is a Wichita Falls ace who served that. That was Coburn, Paige Coburn. A 6-point lead for Wylie at 22-16. Here's Sanders. First touch for Wylie, set from Davis, spike from Karis Christian. But there is dug out some defense by Wichita Falls. Back on Wylie's side, Davis taking a two-hand touch for Wylie. Two-hand tip, but Wichita Falls digs it out, and they'll spike it down. It is down for a kill. Wichita Falls, they're pulling back with 3 straight points. It was 22-14, but now it's 22-17. Here's Wylie. Sanders' first touch, a set from Davis, and a tip shot, Christian. And there's the point Wylie was looking for. Wylie puts it in to what was a little push there by Wichita Falls. Wichita Falls had scored 3 straight. So now Wylie fans is just 2 points away. 2 points away from winning the third set and winning the match. A serve by Wylie and a Wichita Falls kill attempt. Coburn. Wylie's Davis digs it out. Now Wimberly a spike. And it's down. Avery Wimberly a kill. To put Wylie onto a match point, fans. 24-17 here in the third. So this is a Dr. Pepper match point. 1 point away from the match. Sanders a serve. It's in play. Wichita Falls, Coburn takes the spike. Wylie digs it. They can win it here. Christian is into the... Wait, is it blocked? It's blocked. Not into the net. It's blocked by Wichita Falls High, and then it falls out. It is a point, Wylie. That's how it happens. I thought it was actually a spike into the net, into the very top of the net by Karis Christian. It was actually into a block of Wichita Falls High, and then the volleyball falls out. It falls to Wylie's side, but falls out. Last touch by the block. So maybe a little melodramatic, but when it was last touch by the block of Wichita Falls, that's the finishing point. Wylie got it on the Dr. Pepper match point. It was 24-17. Wylie gets the point it needs. 25 is on the board here in the third set. 25-17. So Wylie has swept this match tonight. Wylie wins this district game, wins it at home. They're going to have 3 more at home, so good to know that so far they are 1 for 1 in defending their home court in district play. We told you there are just not a lot of these matches, just 8. It kind of stinks. You would think going to 5A, you could maybe get a larger district in the bigger schools. It's kind of just one of those things. The travel and the geography has kind of messed up with this district to just 5 teams. So you only play 8 games. They're all very important. And so Wylie got a big win. As I said, I'm not going to trivialize any win, even if Wichita Falls High was winless when they came in. It's good to know Wylie keeps them winless. Wichita Falls High with this district loss, they're 0-3. They're 0-3 in district. Wylie, as I said, is now 1-1 in district play. District 4-5A play, Wylie goes to 1-1 with this straight set win over Wichita Falls. It was a good night here at Bulldog Gym, but our night's not quite over because we'll take just a short break. Promise you, it'll be very short, so stick with us through the commercials. We'll come back with the Player of the Game Award. It's our Abilene Window and Door Player of the Game, all handed out in the post-game show. So if you want to know who is tonight's Player of the Game, hey, it's about to come your way when we get back from this timeout. But Wylie defeats Wichita Falls. Let's take a break. You're listening to Wylie Volleyball. We're heading to the post-game show. It's on tap for you on 1280 AM.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet John. John is a middle-class guy. Hello. John likes his sports talk. John likes his news talk. John likes rock and roll. That's right. John reads the sports section and the business section. John likes the game of billiards. John likes 8-ball and 9-ball and those fancy trick shots. John has plenty of room at his house for a pool table and maybe a game table. And maybe some game room chairs. And maybe dare I say it, yes, maybe even a bar. And right over there, John could put shuffleboard or air hockey or foosball. John will decide when he goes to Abilene Billiard Connection. Then John's wife will come in and decide what color and style. As long as John gets his billiard table, he doesn't give a rat's patootie. Really, a man's home is his castle, and in John's castle, there will be a game room. Abilene Billiard Connection is at 2950 North 1st, so John and Mrs. John can completely outfit their castle's game room at really good prices from a local concern. Now that John is getting his game room, here's what John has to say. Hoo-ah! That's Abilene Billiard Connection at 2950 North 1st.
Now, back to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball. Powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
And welcome back, everyone, to the post-game show. Our Wylie Volleyball post-game show presented by Dr. Pepper. And Wylie gets them a big district win, their very first district win this season. And, of course, having made the jump to 5A, this is their first time to ever win a district game as a 5A school, as they have got this one over Wichita Falls. The finals was in straight sets, again winning at 25-18, 25-15, 25-17. So good to even see that our opponent, Wichita Falls, Wylie, kept them even away from the 20 in any of the sets. Kind of the volleyball terminology is that Wylie won this in a sweep, won it 18, 15, and 17. As you kind of talk, just a little terminology there, ending it with just the opponent's ending scores, knowing that you're at 25, obviously, on all the others. So Wylie, as we said, is 1-1 in district. And they're now 17-14 overall, but this one was really, really big because they also dropped Wichita Falls to 0-3. Wichita Falls High, their volleyball team has now been defeated by Cooper. The Cooper Lady Cougars beat Wichita Falls High a week ago, and then Aledo beat Wichita Falls last Tuesday. Now Wylie beats Wichita Falls. That is their 3 losses. They'll obviously have a match, the first of 2, with their crosstown rival, as Wichita Falls still will play Wichita Falls Ryder. That was the other game going on. It did involve Ryder. By the way, Cooper, the Cooper Lady Cougars, they were open today, and they will be back in action this Tuesday. The first time those 2 schools, and I know that's big. Now they've already played football. Cooper football very good this year, and Cooper beat Wylie in football. But now it's time to start to play them in volleyball. The first of their 2 matches is a week from today. and it will be here at Bulldog Gym. So certainly excited about that when Cooper comes to Wylie, and not just for any pre-district or just a non-district match. It's the first of 2 district games. Cooper here next Friday. But before Wylie gets to that next Friday match, they'll have to go to Wichita Falls to play the other high school from that city that's in this district, and that's a tough draw when it's Ryder. So Wylie has to go to Wichita Falls next Tuesday. That's a pretty long drive on a Tuesday, but we'll have the action for you. We'll get on up there. Now, the Tuesday matches, we didn't have one this past week. Wylie had the open date on Tuesday, but remember, they'll actually start 6, maybe even 6:30, but around 6 o'clock is when you're going to want to at least try to check to see if we're on the air with Wylie at Wichita Falls Ryder. And that Ryder team is an excellent team. There's 2 really good kind of front runners, if you will, at least if you go off the rankings, the state rankings, as both Aledo and Ryder and Wichita Falls Ryder are ranked in the top 10 in the state in Class 5A volleyball. Aledo checking in at number 8. Of course, Aledo did beat Wylie last Friday, and then Wichita Falls Ryder checking in number 9. So even though there's only 5 teams in the district, it's a pretty tough volleyball district if you think that number 8 and number 9 in the state are in your own district. So Wylie going to be faced with a tough, very tough, obviously, opponent with Wichita Falls Ryder, the game next Tuesday. But I know Wylie feeling good. They're going to have some momentum on their side. Any district win is a big one, and Wylie gets the big one tonight over the other Wichita Falls school, the Old High, as they say, Old High, or Wichita Falls High Falls to Wylie tonight. So Wylie going to go into the match next Tuesday at 1-1. And so it'll be a big week. It'll be a really big week next week when Wylie will have a match at Ryder and then come home for the first of 2 against their Southtown rival, not really crosstown, but Southtown, as Cooper volleyball going to be here at Bulldog Gym next Friday. So before we sign off, though, I told you player of the game. There wasn't much to digest in this one. Wylie was in control pretty much throughout of each set. As we said, even when we came on with the post-game show, Wichita Falls didn't get to the 20s even, didn't get to 20 in any of the sets. And I thought the big difference was the serve. Wylie's serve certainly posed problems for the Coyotes tonight. Wylie was getting a lot of aces, but even on the ones that didn't really result in a true ace, it either caused a bad mishit or just Wichita Falls was not clean in starting their offense, certainly off the Wylie serve. Wylie's serve was extra tough tonight. One of the really good servers tonight who got several aces was Pearson Sanders. She's also Wylie's libero, and she's one of the players of the game tonight. The other one is Keaton Davis. So both Pearson Sanders and Keaton Davis are your players of the game, and that's brought to us by Abilene Window and Door. Abilene Window and Door, the largest window and door showroom in West Texas. Abilene Window and Door, located at 4322 Sales Boulevard. They're right here in Abilene, or check them out online at AbileneGlass.com. But a really strong performance by a lot of Lady Bulldogs, but just going with Sanders and Davis as your Abilene Window and Door players of the game. So we're looking towards next week, looking towards next Tuesday with that tough match at Wichita Falls Ryder. Could not get an update of that really big match going on right now, but Wichita Falls Ryder is at Aledo. We'll obviously update it for you when we get on the air. We'll know the outcome of that one, as Wylie, as I said, is going to play Wichita Falls Ryder next Tuesday. That'll be into the month of October. We'll flip over to Tuesday, October 2nd, Wylie at Wichita Falls Ryder around 6 o'clock on the first serve. That does it for this action tonight. It didn't take long for Wylie to get the sweep. Yeah, it always feels good to get the sweep, especially in district, especially at home. We want to thank our producer back at the KSLI studio as we sign off tonight. It was Nathan Wheaton producing this broadcast of Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball. So thanks to him. For me, fans, my name is Matt McGraw, voice of Wylie Volleyball. We're signing off. We'll leave you with the set scores. The 3 set scores is Wylie defeats Wichita Falls in straight sets, winning 25-18, 25-15, and 25-17. And Wylie, as we said, is now 1-1 in district play. That does it for the broadcast. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember also, as we're signing off too, if you haven't yet, download the app. And it has just launched the app to let you listen on your phone or your tablet. It's the official company app for our company, Bulldogs Live Online. It's the Bulldogs Live Online app. And you can download it for free at the App Store or Google Play for you Android users. So please, let's get those downloads up. It is a very user-friendly, very easy to listen, to take a couple taps to listen to the game on the app. That's going to do it, though. Thanks for listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball. To thank our presenting sponsor, that's Dr. Pepper. And, of course, all of our broadcasts are powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. And you hear them right here, either on the app, streaming at bulldogsliveonline.com, or Abilene Radio, 1280 KSLI. Have a great rest of your Friday evening, everyone, and go Wylie Bulldog football. They're at Brownwood tonight. Take care.
KSLI Abilene. Broadcasting from the Slotsky Studio and online at 1280KSLI.com.